of 8% Nation here in the afternoon. We have been seeing so many amazing speakers and there's so much activity, and I've been meeting so many motivated A-type people that are out there really making waves in this industry and in the world. And I have Gage here with me. He's an agent, and he also runs and owns agencies, and he has been really building and scaling his businesses for a while. We've had some conversations about challenges that he's had in the industry and how he's overcome them, and a little bit about mindset and about where he wants to go in life. And I just wanted to bring him on and have a conversation about what's happening this year for you, man.
Yeah, this year really, we decided to step into our own world and really build our own independent agency. We were with a prior IMO, and we realized that everything that this industry offers you can really do on your own as well. And so that's what we decided to make us an agency that really is a safe place for agents to come and accomplish their goals and what they want to accomplish, whether it's big, small, in the middle, whatever they're at. We kind of want to meet people at where they're at.
That's beautiful. Tell me, what does that look like for, let's say, a single independent agent that you might be talking to?
Yeah, I mean, really what we're trying to do is allow agents to use all lines of their license. Okay. Whether you're on the life side in the final expense simplified issued route, if you're trying to do fully underwritten, the non-medical route, if you're trying to get into the health side of things as far as Medicare, as far as ACA, as far as dental vision, all of those lines of the license, we're trying to encompass that into our group. So then you as the independent agent, the niche that you're good at, you can come into our space and provide your value in your niche, but also allow you to, learn the other lines of the license as well, just to build up revenue. The license is so powerful with the different types of products you can offer, and we realize that when you're only focused on one, you're really leaving clients at a disadvantage because you could encompass that all into one, and you're also leaving money on the table because if you're not talking to them about dental or vision, or if you're not talking to them about Medicare, if you're not talking to them about health, if you're not talking to them about life, somebody else is. So why not try to be able to offer that to all clients that you meet with, so then that way you're just increasing your revenue and also keeping more clients on the book.
I love it. So what do you guys focus on, one specific type of insurance, or is it that each agent may be like life, or they may be like Medicare or something like that?
Yeah, we came from a space where it's primarily dominant in life, the simplified issued route, mortgage protection, final expense, but we believe we strategically partnered up with a company that is well versed in the Medicare space. And so as we learn that, as time goes on, we'll be able to be a master in all of those lines, but really leaning on the support system, because I think it's important that you have people to mentor you when you don't know these specific type of things. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm a health expert, but what I do know is I have experts that I can point you to and to help you with your business and scale your business.
So I'm hearing that you're placing a lot of value on training and maybe like systems, and trying to integrate all the different types of lines so that it's accessible for different agents. How does that look when someone comes in and maybe they know a big piece of one side, but they're new to other products, ancillary products, or things like that?
Yeah, and that's one of the big reasons why we chose to partner up with a specific company, because we're not the experts in that. And so being able to have a support system and not sit here and try to act like you know it all, it's like, hey man, I don't know that one, let me point you in the right direction. Or hey, I know a guy who's really good at that, let me point you to that guy. And just being a facilitator of knowledge to people, and not try to pretend like you know it all, or try to wear 7 different hats when you only have 2 hats that you really wear. So that's a big thing for us, is just being able to put people in the position to win, and be humble enough to understand that if I don't know it, I'll point you in the right direction to find the answer.
That's amazing. Tell me what your growth over the last period has been for you. I know you said this year that you've really ramped up and that you brought on different lines and you have some partnerships. How did that all come about?
Yeah, I mean, really how it came about is I became passionate about what I was doing. I always knew that I loved helping people, but I didn't know the right vehicle to help people with. And then once I started going out and meeting with our clients, which if you're not already selling, or if you've not gotten a bunch of clients, you'll understand those are the people that make this business fun. Those are the people that make it worth all the dials, all the long hours.
Sure.
But truthfully, we just started sharing the opportunity on social media. It's kind of spread like wildfire, and that's the power of social media. If you guys aren't using it in your business, you really got to apply that to your business, because we're in a digital world now. But it was, word of mouth, and then word of mouth, and then obviously as we scaled, it just kept getting bigger and bigger, because it went from 1 or 2 people talking about the opportunity to 5 to 10 people talking about the opportunity, then 20 to 25 people. And so, 3 years ago, I got my license in August of 2019 with the
3 years ago.
3 years ago, and the goal was the goal was for freedom.
That's amazing.
The goal was for freedom, to be honest with you. And as we started getting more agents into our agency, I became passionate about coaching people, and I love seeing somebody going from not knowing how to sell life insurance or not knowing anything about life insurance like I was, and then be able to equip them with the tools, the words, and to be able to help a lot of people. So we scaled up pretty quickly. Last year we did 9 million as an agency, and I should say May, because we just formed we did 950,000 in a month. So we were scaling at a massive rate, but at the end of the day, we wanted to align ourselves with the right people and the right business opportunity, and that's why we're so excited and why we created Safe Haven Agency.
That's amazing. I don't know if you guys at home caught that, but my man here, Gage, has been in the industry, you said 3 years.
3
He's
years.
been licensed for 3 years. And what he's accomplished in that time period, it just sounds almost unbelievable. So how do you keep it all together, man? That's a high volume of effort, and it probably takes a lot of focus. What's the secret? What's the key?
Discipline is the biggest thing, I would say. You hear it on stage throughout the day about staying disciplined to yourself, and the people who succeed at the highest level are the most disciplined. But truthfully, it's our team. It's not about me. I just found the right people, and we just, our vision aligned together, and it's just a lot of people collectively coming together. It's not me by any means. I just learned that the more people you start talking to, the more stuff you start learning, and so just turn around and trying to teach that. So as much as I absorb, I want to turn around and teach that to our agents as well, and it's duplication. That's what you call that.
Sure.
And it's just been an amazing opportunity to be in this space. The license has changed my life, changed who I am, to be honest with you, Buckley. Like, this was never something I could do. Like you said, this is like one of the first times you're doing this. Like, this stuff has helped me get out of my comfort zone and really step into my true self. And so that's why I love sharing the opportunity, because I know the person I was before I got here, and now the person I am today in a short period of time. So I'm just excited to continue to be a part of this 8% nation, to incorporate the insurance sales into our organization, and just keep adding resources and tools to our agency to keep that growth on the way it was going.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you've encountered. I know that you just mentioned that you feel like as a person that it's helped you develop, that the person that you are today is probably somebody that you wouldn't even recognize this person from a few years ago
at all.
So tell me about some of these challenges that have shaped your view of the world and your vision and your focus that you've encountered in the last few years.
Yeah, I would say the biggest challenge started right at the beginning. It was just a lack of confidence, truthfully, in myself. Low self-esteem, and that was the biggest obstacle to overcome, is getting out of your own head. I would say 80% of this business is really mentality. We're talking to people who are looking for the product, so it's not like we're some masters of sales by any means or any of that nature. It's how can you control your mind and gain control of your mind and the way you think. And really how I got over that is just getting really uncomfortable really fast. And I was really bad at the phone, so I just went out and started door knocking all the time.
Wow.
And when you go out and door knock, you're gonna force yourself into interaction.
Absolutely.
And I just remember the days, my heart beating, and just you have no idea what's going to happen when that person opens that door. But I started to strive for moments like that, because I knew I could reflect and see how much growth would come upon that. Obviously, once you start hiring people and dealing with people, that's another obstacle, because as much as you're a people person, some people would try to drain your energy. So really just aligning yourself with the right people, and not trying to hire everybody. I think that's a mistake that a lot of agency owners can make, is they're trying to get the masses amounts of people instead of trying to get quality people.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
I'll take quality over quantity any day of the week. And that was another obstacle, is just dealing with people. And then when you're growing an agency, all the problems that come with a growing agency, more people quitting, more people in a bad space, and just really understanding that people are people. And so when you take the time to talk like this to people, they know that you actually care, and they're not just a number in your agency or just another agent. And that's one thing I think that we've done a really good job of, is getting personal with our agents, to be able to have conversations, to learn about their life, to go through their struggles. And one thing that I was really taught is every wave in life was created from a wind. And I think that a lot of leaders, they look at the wave and they don't try to understand the wind. So there's problems that will come in your business, but what stemmed or what created those problems? And so I've hired some business coaches to really get my mind right and to keep expanding and growing. And that was just a tip from my business coach that I got, is every wave came from a wind. And so not looking at that surface level problem, what created that problem, and trying to help understand where agents are coming from, because everyone's in a different position. Some people come in with capital, some people are fighting for their life, some people are just trying to supplement their income. So just really understanding where they're at. So there's going to be challenges along the way, still going through current challenges now. And that's just the name of the game in owning a business. And it's kind of every challenge, you kind of look at it and you want to overcome it, because once you start overcoming all these different challenges, you want to keep being challenged so you can keep growing.
That's beautiful, man. I heard you say a number of very, very poignant and profound things there. You started off and you were talking about how it was overcoming fear, really just getting out there and putting yourself, and you said it yourself, you said, in awkward situations. I always feel like that's so profound, because in those awkward situations, there's usually gold when you get outside of your comfort zone. It's easy to stay in the same loop and kind of keep doing the same thing over and over again. But when you step outside of that comfort zone, then you start getting challenged, Then it starts challenging who you are as a person and what you're really trying to do. And a lot of times helps you reevaluate. Like if you're being conscious about that, when you get challenged and you are thinking about where you're going and why you're doing it, a lot of times you might go, wait a minute, I don't think I want to go that way. I think over here might be better.
Exactly.
And you know what? I don't think I'm the right person, that I deserve this yet. And so I'm going to try to change who I am in order to achieve this goal to get to this point. Another thing I heard you say in there is communication. I mean, it boils down to really listening to people and understanding where they are, whether it's clients or agents that you're working with or coworkers. It's really easy to kind of put blinders on and not really think about other people's motivations and what situations and pressures that they might be under when you're working with them and trying to get a result,
Yes.
And they might want to get a result over here, and if you can step back a little bit and understand the totality of the situation, then it can help guide both parties to a much greater reward in the end. And I really am hearing you say that. I don't want to put words into your mouth.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of that.
Well, I think you figure out truly how to coach somebody, because not everybody is the same, and understanding like maybe this person you need to lay back off a little bit, or this person I need to be told what to do, when to do it. And we're all different. Some people need to be held accountable. And if you don't know they need to be held accountable, then they go down and they could fail miserably because you didn't hold them accountable. So just taking the time to understand your agents, understanding your clients, and then educating. I'm a big educator and use that really in the forefront of selling, and then in the forefront of growing an agency is just educating people on what they don't know, because I was very uneducated before I got into this business. I didn't even really know what life insurance was. I've heard of it, but I didn't even know really what it pertained or anything of that nature. So I understood that when I got in this business, I knew nothing. And so a lot of people are going to come to this business and not know nothing. So just really understanding who you're dealing with is key, I think, in this business to be successful.
Well, that's brilliant. I know there's a lot of big thinkers, really impressive people that have done a lot of impressive things here at this conference. Is there one thing that's really just rang like a bell for you, that just you felt in your bones, and it's something that you're gonna take in and integrate and put into practice? Is there any one thing that stood out for you?
Yeah, I really love Billy Williams' ice cream analogy,
Yeah.
because they were all very powerful, acronyms or whatever you want to call those, that he made up, and just utilizing those principles in the business will help you scale your business. And so that'd be the biggest thing I think I took away from thus far, because I know we got a jam-packed day tomorrow as well, but being able to take something that a very successful business person, not even solely in insurance, applies to his business, why would I not try to apply that to myself as well? So I just love that concept, and I think that it's something that we can all relate to and all duplicate as well.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And for y'all watching at home, he has an acronym. It's ICE cream. We'll put a graphic up so you guys can see that. And it was a really powerful speech that he gave. He's a very eloquent guy, and he's been through a lot. And he's not only, he's an investor primarily, is what he does.
Yep.
So he finds value in businesses and companies and people, and helps to augment those, is really what he's doing in life. And I really appreciated his speech.
Yeah.
So what does next year look like for you, man? You have any plans? Are you just kind of rowing into the future, or what does it look like for you?
Yeah, truthfully, what our goal is try to grow this safe haven agency, this concept, and really try to reach as many agents as we can to call a place home. I feel like being in this for a little while now, there's a lot of people who are just looking for the right place to call home. And that's our whole goal, truthfully, this next year, is to really create the safe haven where agents can call home, and just focus on helping more agents, and putting them in a position where they're actually profitable and not hurting agents who decide to get into this business. So I would say that's our number one goal, is just to focus on our group of agents that we're working with, and that will naturally grow over time. But if we can help the people that decided to join forces with us become profitable, then that's my number one goal, is just to educate agents on how to be profitable and how to keep their money, not just make the money.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's really inspiring. And we had a long conversation before we got on here, talking about all the different aspects of the industry and our aspirations and things that we're trying to accomplish this year. Gage, I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
We learned a lot here, and I'm learning a lot from people like Gage, who are out there in the field doing the work, putting in the hard work, and being mindful about it and being compassionate about the people that they're working with. You have any final words?
I would say if you've never been to 8% before, you 100% got to be here next year. This is my first one, and I'll tell you this, I'll be speaking next year.
Oh,
you can mark my words
right.
on that, because I think this is an impactful event for all agents with any company, and that would be my last words.
Beautiful. Well, you heard it here first on the main stage next year, Gage. All right, thanks, guys. We're going to get up here and we're going to run around and talk to some more awesome people. So, talk to you soon.